Hey, Ravings and Cravings here, otherwise known as Ruth Hartunian Ellenbaugh, with a new show brought to you by the Wyndham Economic and Community Development folks. You know, I'll just say, like, come to the table today, okay? Let's just talk about food. Let's talk about things with Denise Reardon-Pop, who is the Culinary Program Director at Click. Welcome to the show today.
Oh, thank you, Ruth. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, and isn't it interesting that it was food that brought us together in the first place?
Most definitely.
So we met at Toast, right, which is a local restaurant. And what happened?
Well, it was funny. I was there with my husband, and I noticed you walk in. And for some reason, you know how you get those feelings. I'm like, gosh, I know that woman from somewhere. And it was funny because you walked over, looked at me, and you turned around, and you're like, do I know you from somewhere? So, hello. That was meant to be.
And here we go. And it took us this many years.
I know.
it is about time. But you wouldn't have been at Click that long ago either.
No, I've been at Click probably 2 years and a couple of months.
Okay. So what were you doing before you came to Click?
That's an interesting story. So in my 30s and 40s, I was a manufacturing accountant for a water filtration company in Enfield. And it's kind of funny because when I turned 50, I decided, you know what, I kind of want to I want to go in a different direction. Yeah. I love cooking. My mom and my grandmother were home cooks, so it was in my blood. And I just decided, hey, it's time. And I went back to college, got my culinary degrees,
Good for you.
And here I am today.
That's great. That's great. So you've been here, you said, for a little over 2 years now?
Correct.
Tell us, for people who don't know, because I still run into people who've never heard of Click. Click is really an acronym, right?
Yes.
And it stands for what? Spell it out for us. Community License Community Kitchen, I think is what it is.
Yes, commercial kitchens.
Commercial
correct.
kitchen.
We are a commercially licensed cooperative kitchen, and we've been in existence since 2015. Click has assisted over 73 small businesses open to support our local food system.
73?
73.
That is significant.
I know. We are very proud of that.
I remember when the little committee was formed to talk about the idea of this being a reality.
I know. Isn't that funny? It was
really,
just an idea.
Yep, and amazing what happens from an idea. So you're here for the community. What do people do in this space? What can they do in this space? And I mean, even like beyond the walls, because Click goes far beyond this location. Oh, you know what? We should say what the location is. What is the address here? Do you know?
The address is 41 Club Road, Willimantic, Connecticut. It's a little hidden treasure.
It's near St. Joseph's Living Center, right?
Yes, yep, and the golf course. I think it's Wyndham.
Whatever the new club
yep.
It's called, and the French club is down there. So you're
correct.
And Sacred Heart Church. So you're like the Oreo filling.
Yes,
the
exactly.
Sandwich cookies, right?
I like that.
You're the sweet part.
Yes. Yes,
so
we are.
What does Click do for these 73 businesses? What services do you provide?
We provide lots of services. Basically, say you're a small food business, you have a dream stage, you want to, sell empanadas, you come into Click. And we give you a tour, and we kind of explain who we are. And these the potential members that are coming in are at a dream stage. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Some of them are culinary chefs, and some of them are home cooks. Either way, they have the passion for food. So they come in here, and I kind of guide them through the dream stage. We choose names, what type of business they want. And I really go through forecasting their future business. We also, we like business plans, because business plans, but some people are not aware of how to make a business plan. So we kind of guide them through the steps of all of basically getting food licenses. So it's quite fun. I'm here for every step. I'm here for costing out.
So you're using a lot of marketing lingo too. So let me back up just a little bit. Let's pretend I want to come in. Like, I always dreamt of having a bakery. It never happened. But that's something I was dreamed about, and I thought, why do I want to convert my garage for $10,000 and then get 25 cents off a loaf of banana bread or something like that? So let's pretend that I want to market the little treat that I brought in for you guys to try today. So I made this bar cookie called a Nanaimo bar. And so how would I go about putting that out there for the public and jumping through all the hoops that are necessary. Can you walk me through that?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
So you'd come in, I would help you I would determine what license you needed first and foremost. And there's several steps you have to go through. One, I would discuss, what your passion is about this. Why do you want to do this? And what do you expect your outcome to be? So you come in, we go through all of the applications that are very intimidating to people that are unaware of, the explanations and the terms that they use.
Yeah, what about, half our community speaks Spanish too.
Yes.
Like, what do you do?
Well, we have a Spanish translator here. Her name is Chelsea. She is the education coordinator, and many, many more titles. We also have Dionisi. She has translated many of our applications, many of our documents here. So when they do come in, we want to welcome them. We want them not to feel like, not understanding the applications and not understanding really anything. So we guide them through the same process we do as English-speaking members. And I really think we're very, very proud of ourselves that for the Latin community that we are able to communicate and we're able to get their businesses started. We're able to, go through the food cuisine that they're going through. And like I said, all of the technical stuff like costing out and everything. But the biggest reason why I'm here is for the market expansion for them because a lot of they speak Spanish. How are they marketing to the community? To the Latin community, that's fantastic, but there are so many other people other than the Latin community that wants to enjoy their food. So that's where we advertise for them both in Spanish and English, and the word is getting out there.
It is, yeah. So like you guys help me, let's say, fill out all my applications. So do you have a general idea, like what does it cost to
most definitely
start my business here? How do I do that?
What's great about Click is when they come in, we give them a list of exactly how much it's going to cost.
So like a breakdown kind of thing?
Yes, like a breakdown. So there's not any, I don't want someone to come in and they come in and we go through all of this and they find out that they can't afford it just yet. That's why we have a waiting list because we understand that. And there is, probably the cost to start a business right now would be probably, I would say, $1,100. And what that includes is your ServSafe certification. That's a sanitizing certification that you need to have a small food business. It includes licensing. It includes insurance. It includes your EIN, your LLC. Basically, it's the whole enchilada.
We like enchiladas. That's an appropriate.
Listen, when we're talking, I will be referencing food items at all costs.
Well, and you were talking about home cooks who come in with a passion. So, who are some of the businesses that are here? Can you do a little name dropping for us?
I can name drop all day for Click members.
How much time do we have?
We have Maria. She's been here from the start Maria Angelis. She is the owner of Angelis Mexican Food. Just watching her, she does classes for us. To watch her make homemade corn tortillas is fantastic. I think you've watched her also.
Yeah, I have.
Just watching her blows your mind. And we also have a UConn student. His name is Bryce. And he started here about 1.5 years ago, and he had a dream. He came in, and he's like, I have a recipe from my father, and I'd like to make a chocolate chip cookie.
Well, I need to meet him.
You do need to meet him.
I just want the dough.
Yes.
I don't want it cooked. I just want it.
He said, I just want to sell one cookie. And he goes, my dream is to deliver hot cookies to all the UConn students.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
We all loved him. We're like, oh, my gosh. So he came in. And it's a kind of funny story. He never have been in a kitchen, commercial kitchen. He has, never cleaned a commercial kitchen.
Yeah.
So, and he had a chocolate recipe, but didn't have the process.
Oh, interesting.
So, he came to me. He had questions. I always spend about 1.5 hours in the kitchens when they're first here to guide them through the equipment that they're possibly if they're a home cook, they do not know about.
Oh, yeah.
The 3-bay sinks. There's a lot of things that a lot of people don't understand about a commercial kitchen. It's really different than a home kitchen.
Yeah.
But we go through all of that. And to utilize the equipment. So we had a big mixer. He was using the stand-held kitchen mixer, KitchenAids.
Yeah, do you guys have, is it a Hobart? Or
yes, yeah, it's a Hobart. And
love those
it's funny
babies.
because he was not aware of, he had large quantities of cookies to make. So you can imagine the time that it took him, but also he was spending that money in the kitchens. So when we got it all together, it took him 7 hours, he cut it down to 2.5. So that's the money he's saving.
That's incredible.
So yes, we have many, many more. We have food trucks that some of them are on seasonal, but others are just doing trays and catering to go kind of stuff. Let's see, who else do we have?
Well, people can find out who you have even on your website. What social media?
Yes. We have a website. We also have Instagram and Facebook. You can go right on there and you can get linked right to our website also from social media, and you can come on in. We are open Monday through Friday. We're here 9 to 4, and we would love to give everybody a tour. It is fantastic, and we might even get free food.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Yes.
I'm a fan. I would encourage the listening audience to sign up for your emails, because then things come right to your box and you can find out about all the great food things that are happening. There are so many tasty things.
There really is.
Yeah.
And, give Chelsea a call here. She does all of the food classes, and we have some fantastic cuisine.
I think I did the Morocco one.
And Puerto Rican, and we had Russian. I mean, it is fantastic. We have so many classes, not just cooking classes. We have foraging for mushrooms when it's good weather. And she just puts together so many classes that are just, you can participate in them. You can, be there and ask questions. So I definitely say to the listeners that you really got to go on our website, because we are a lot more than we portray to be.
It's true, and there are meals to go kind of things going on here too, right?
Yes. In the wintertime, we like to market our members to make a revenue during the winter months. Like I said, some are seasonal. And we want them to still get their food out, but still able to pay their home bills.
That's an idea.
Like I said, it's a whole market expansion activity. So our to-go meals are, what we do is we put it out on our website. You can go directly to our online sales, and our members gather up all of their, special dishes and meals, appetizers, and we put them on, and you guys order. Ordering is open for 3 weeks, and then we have a day where you can pick them up. We also do special delivery, so if it's some reason you can't get out, or you are, you know what I'm saying, there's just a medical reason.
Oh, that's awesome.
Give us a call, and we have no problem, because we want to get our food out there.
Yeah, that is great. That is great. So you said, that you help people with, you love the idea of the one-stop shopping thing here?
Yes, the one-stop shop is basically so it's a collaboration here. Like, let me give you an example. Click Catering, we were doing a pork roast. We had an apple cider pork roast. So I was making it, and I'm like, this meal needs a little bit more. So I went out to our market. We have a market here with all of our members' products. And I grabbed, Kelly from Katie Crop had a curry pear chutney. Ooh. Yes, come on. Now, just right?
I'm salivating.
It was delicious. So what I did was I took her product, I put it in my stuffing, and then I roasted the pork with apple cider au jus. Okay, Ruth.
That sounds...
It was phenomenal, but that's what we're here for. That's what we want. So we're making meals, but we're also using, everything that is here. We have farmers. We have fresh produce. We have eggs. We have, we have chicken. We have lamb. We have beef.
Don't you have goat too?
We do. We have goat. We also have, bone broth. We have lard. So, like I said, it's a one-stop shop here.
Everything under one roof.
Exactly. And we're, it's local. We also have a honey guy here, Shook's Honey. And let me tell you, I think I'm his biggest fan because all I'm doing is paying for his honey. Click Catering makes this delicious honey butter. Yes, that we serve with fresh rolls. So I say, like, again, and it's delicious. And again, collaboration between members.
Yeah. Well, and you know what, part of what I love, because I think the world is a big place, and life's too short to keep eating the same thing every day.
Yes.
That there are a lot of international flavors that show up here. So I love the fact that, you know, it's like a little United Nations as far as flavors.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it gets your palate where, you know, if you're not a person that wants to try new food, I really suggest you come here and do that, because we have a new member, Szechuan Express. She came in and listen, the staff here, we get bribed with food and we love it.
I want to work here.
Honestly, it's the best job I've ever had. And it was funny because she came in and she made her own sausage. Her own Szechuan. I was like, we were blown away.
Style? So it was spicy?
Yes. She had it tied up and hung.
It's hard to find the,
oh my gosh,
the casings for that.
It is. She blew me away, and I'm an extremely hard food critic, I have to admit. But her food just, I mean, she made these pork balls that cooked in a wok. I'm in there watching her, and that's what the best part is, I have to say. Come on in and get a tour.
You guys need to do a YouTube something, where, like a commercial where it has visuals of all these things, because it's so, like, the sizzling, the pop. I mean, I can hear it all in my head.
Listen,
the smelling.
I'm going to have to go to Weight Watchers, because you walk in here, every morning I walk in here, it's like, these smells are like, I'm starving. Oh, yeah. Even if I've eaten breakfast at home, I walk in, I'm like, and then, of course, I find a tamales on my desk. I'm like, okay.
I'm glad to be at work today.
Exactly.
Well, I'm curious about, what do you love to cook and bake? Like, what? And then I'm going to go back to the process, because, like, I was trying to sell my bar cookie, right? And we got to the paperwork process and paying fees, and then we got to figure out what's next from there. But I am curious about, what do you love to make?
I'm a fusion type of girl.
Okay.
I love all cuisines, and I do all cuisines. Let me see. What would my favorite thing?
Or a couple favorite things, you know, because it's hard to nail down one, right?
I make these risotto balls, arancinis, and instead of like a normal arancini, I put smoked bacon and smoked cheddar. I love smoked foods. I smoke brisket. I do all of the...
Man. So you're a smoking girl. Huh?
I am a smoking girl. I'm a charcoal girl. Yes, I am. And I actually make a smoked brisket chili. So it's not ground sirloin or ground beef. It's a smoked brisket chili. It is award-winning.
Interesting.
And I actually am... Click is in a chili cook-off. So my smoky brisket chili will be there.
Do you need any judges?
I don't know, but January 28th in Ashford, there's a lot of signs up in...
Awesome. That's so
yes.
Fun.
So, yeah, I'm excited to go back.
Yeah.
And it will be my second year now, and it's really fun. But you could get me talking about food all day. I don't even need anybody to start it. It's just, like I said, it's my passion. I love fresh produce. It's just being in the kitchen, to have all of to know that we grew our own, we're cooking our own, and we're sharing it. It's just like our mission here. It's a grow, cook, share kind of deal.
It's kind of like, I mean, who needs toys when you can just
go
play in the kitchen?
Yes, I agree. And it's funny because I'm more of a savory cook than a baker.
Okay.
Because bakers have to be precise.
Yeah, more
their
precise
measurements. And see, when I'm in the kitchen, if something doesn't taste good, I can throw something else in there to make it taste good. Unfortunately, baking is a very hard,
True.
Kudos to all bakers, because it's not an easy thing.
Right, right. All right, so let's say I paid my fees, fill out all my paperwork. What is next to get my business launched?
So what happens is you get inspected by the health department.
Okay.
And then we come in and we do kitchen time together. So we offer to our members a free 10 hours in the kitchen.
Wow.
So it gets them started. And again, it's a lot about the equipment. There's a lot of equipment that produces a large amount of food. So once they do get up and running and they have to produce a large amount of food, we want them to utilize this equipment because it's time saving. Like our convection ovens, you can cook up, if you're going to slow cook a pork roast at home, it's going to take you 8 hours, but in our ovens, it's going to be 4.
That's, yeah.
And a lot of our members, so they come in, we go through their company, we go through labeling, we go through pretty much from the beginning to the end with them of what they need to do. And once they have the recipes, and once they have purveyors, like I said, we have farms here and everything, but sometimes you got to go to the Restaurant Depot in Hartford or something like that for special products. But once that's all configured, then we find out a way. I found out a way how they wanna you know, go about selling their food. They don't have enough money for a food truck. Well, that's okay. You can do tent events. Festivals, farmers markets, and Click is connected with the community and farmers markets, so we can call up, okay, I'm going to call Jane, farmer market master. So what happens is, the best part of being connected in the community is they call me when they need things. Like Coventry Market called last year and said, we need food vendors desperately. So what we do is, we go out and say, who's not booked? And we get them jobs. Click Catering here gets them jobs. So they don't have to start off completely clear and with a community not knowing them. And that's what we're here for. We want the community to know them. We want them to be successful.
Which is a great community thing, because you're sharing the resources and collaborating, and I think that is kind of the wave of the present and the future. It's the way that we're going to survive. It's the way that nobody's going to go hungry. And you know, I will always be a fan of Click. I love this space. I've enjoyed teaching here myself and doing some things. I'm here with Diane, Reardon Pop. We're talking at the Click Kitchen here. What was the address again?
41 Club Road, Willimantic.
41 Club Road. You know, if anything that Diane has said has piqued your, Denise, oh, thank you. You know, sometimes I need a little help. If anything Denise said has piqued your interest, I highly suggest you call. You got friendly people here, people who will answer your questions. This is a very people-friendly process. The people who work here are here to serve their community, and you know, I think there's almost nothing better than serving.
Yes, no, like I said, I'm so happy that I took the turn at 50 to culinarian, because this is the most happiest I've been at 56. And like I said, like Ruth said, come on in. Yeah. We are, no matter what your thing is.
You're a good neighbor.
Exactly. Come on in. You know what I'm saying? You need some food. You need some help cooking a recipe. You don't have to be a member here. You don't have to be a member here. Come on in.
You don't have to be a member. Well, that's good. And you know, we'll add a little bit before we're running out of time. If a person wants to sell their product here, there's space here to do that. There's a whole kind of another arm of the program where where people can produce their product. They can sell the product in this kitchen here. Put it this way: there is so much happening here. If it has to do with food, Click is the place where you want to go.
Correct.
Does that sound?
It sounds perfect. That's exactly.
Do you have a drive-through window?
No, but we have curbside pickup.
Oh, there we go.
So I will walk out to your car.
All right. You know what? That's a deal. That'll be a deal. Thank you so much, Denise Reardon Pop, Culinary Program Director here at Click. I am signing off for today. This is Ruth Hartunian-Alba, Ravings and Cravings, signing off on Good Company, WILI.